Taine Hanara. I'm 18 years of age and I'm looking at bakery today. Just trying to make something from maybe flour, dough, just to bring it into that kind of good looking donut or whatever it is, maybe.
It's 2 in the morning at Taradale near Napier, and St John's College head boy Taine Hanara is going to join the overnight shift at Heaven's Bakery.
Good morning, Taine.
Good morning.
Early start for you, eh?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
We'll introduce you to bacon and see how you like it, eh?
Sweet.
Excellent.
The bakery is one of New Zealand's best and have a raft of awards to prove it. Showing Taine that in a bakery you can have your cake and eat it is Jason Heaven, MD of Heaven's Bakery.
Taine, this is our bulk storeroom. This is where all our dry materials is, and I treat this like our artist palette. I think of myself as an artist, and we're going out there to create some art for the customers.
Awesome.
Excellent. Hey Taine, in this area here, this is where we make all the yeast goods. Anything with yeast in it, like buns, donuts, bread. Over here we've got the deck ovens, okay? So this is where we bake most of our cakes and small items. Over here, this is what we call a rack oven. So this is a rack because we can stick these baker's racks, 2 of them at a time in the oven, and it revolves around. Okay, awesome. It goes around for 1 minute one way, and then it turns around and goes 1 minute the other way, so we can get even baking for the products.
Yep.
This is where it all ends up and finishes. So if it needs icing, cutting up, or decorating, this is the department they do it in. We've got a saying in the bakery: the eye sells the first cake, the taste sells the second. So if these guys make a good job of finishing it and it looks really good presentation, punters will buy it, and as long as it tastes good, they'll come back.
Awesome.
Excellent. I started to get the passion when I started to go to work with Dad, and you start to help out, get a bit of, chuck to you a bit of dough to keep you quiet in the corner, and then you start to make stuff, and it's being creative, and you're creating someone's lunch or you're creating a nice cake, and you start to get more passionate about food. We're a special breed, that's for sure.
Well, there's no holding back Jason. He's got Taine straight onto the job of making pinwheel scones.
Wash the whole thing with a nice layer of egg wash. This section up here, we don't want any ingredients on. It's a light sprinkling of curry, spring onions. So getting that onion flavour, but you're also getting that nice colour. Bacon, remember making sure you go right to the end. Anybody that gets that scone, they don't want to be ripped off.
Won't be happy.
Next is the cheese, mate. Do a good job, it's nice and even. Eh?
Must be the teacher.
I don't know, but we're going to roll it up with this. Okay? Got a little bit of difference in our quality control, some are thick and thinner. But that's all right, we'll just have that one for smoker, eh?
Sweet, sounds good.
Excellent. The alarm will go off when it's ready. It's good, eh? Yeah. Smell it? Mmm. Make you hungry?
Pinwheel scones, done.
I remember when the first week when I started, and I was actually starting at 4 o'clock in the morning then. I got out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, I sat on the end of my bed and I thought, what am I doing? This is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, you know. You get used to it, you're acclimatised to it, your life acclimatised to it, you know, this is what I do for a living.
Next job for Taine, coffee custard strips.
Bavarian cream, which is custard and fresh cream mixed together. It's all yours. Wonderful. You're natural. You've missed your corner. What happened? Did it pop out?
I was saving some for later.
Oh, saving some for later. Oh, yeah, good on you. You'll have that smoko too, eh?
Yep.
Okay.
Coffee custard strips, done.
Why the baking industry? It's very rewarding. You know, you'll go out to the shop and you might be having a look at what you've done for the day and seeing how they've set it up and just making you feel proud of how it looks. And a customer might come up to you and say, man, that was an awesome scone I had yesterday, or you did my birthday cake last week and it was fantastic, my kids loved it.
Well, nothing's turned to custard so far, and decorating cakes is looking bags of fun.
We'll tell you we're going to actually mask the cake, and that fills up any imperfections, makes it nice and straight. Chocolate shavings around the sides. Clean baker's a good baker. This is called a shell border. Do you want to have a crack on here? You'll be right.
I'll try.
Chocolate cream. Rightio, your turn. You've done this before, haven't you? Beautiful. Coffee coloured. This is called a rosette. No pressure.
No pressure.
No one's watching. This is paper made out of sugar. Okay, now we're going to adjust the job logo. You can't make any mistakes, otherwise you start again. Acetate paper, the pattern's made out of cocoa butter. When we put the chocolate on there, it'll set and the pattern will be on the chocolate. So now we just wait till it semi-sets and then we're gonna cut it out.
If I was interested in getting into the trade, where would I start?
Well, basically some of the high schools offer level 2 training. They actually have courses that do baking, And then you come into the industry and you'd be doing either a level 3 or level 4. And a level 4 craft baker would offer all aspects of the baking industry.
Chocolate just the job cake, well done.
Today we're going to make a crusty bread dough, okay? And out of this bread dough, we're going to get some crusty rolls and we're going to get some Vienna bread. It's a bit of a pressure cooker sometimes. You've got deadlines to meet, so you have to get things out to the stores. And so everybody works and gets really motivated. So it's kind of the job, you've got to be a bit motivated. Very important thing about yeast is, okay, yeast and salt cannot mix together. So we're going to, when we put the salt in next, we'll have the yeast here and the salt over there. The customer's going to come in at 8 o'clock in the morning with product's got to be there to sell. So I mean, you've got to get it done. Last component is water. So then we're going to mix this for about 8 to 15 minutes. Turn it off. And you look at this, it just breaks up. It's all knotted and and you'll see when the end dough, it's like you can stretch it right out. It's a lot more smoother now, eh?
It looks way smooth.
We need 2 heads at 3 kilo. It's called, what we call a head is a head of dough.
Awesome.
20 loaves of bread.
For Jason, one of the best parts of the job is working alongside a skillful team. At Heaven's Bakery, the dozens of awards they've won are proof to that.
The awards thing just started because you win one and then kind of like a bug, you've got to start winning more. And the team here are very passionate about winning awards and they get very excited and they do 16, 17-hour days just to get the perfect bread. It gives you pride in the job as well. You know, it makes you feel like, yeah, I'm actually good at this, what I do, you know. And I think that's the secret to life too, finding something you're good at. We've got our tins laid out here, so we're going to roll some bottom pastry out, just pat them down. It's a never-changing industry. Foodies are a special breed, it's like a special club. You'll travel New Zealand even and meet new bakers and go to conferences and see new people and talk to them about baking, and it's all we do, you know, it's talk about baking and live the dream.
It's 8 AM and inside the shop the shelves are overflowing from the team's all-night effort. The cakes, bread, pastry along with Taine's coffee custard strips are looking very good to go.
So what do you think, Taine?
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh? Just the fact that taking something from raw material and just creating it into something like this.
We better have our awards now. We'll make some quality products, eh?
Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is actually nice.
You look like you're enjoying that.
It's good.
There are a range of certificates available in baking. Level 2 is an entry level and the skills can often be attained at school. Most employers prefer apprentices to have completed 4 years of secondary school and useful subjects include English and maths. At level 4 you can specialise in either hands-on crafting, large volume automated plant operations or in-store franchise operations. Bakers generally train on the job and the skills learnt are highly portable. Job and career prospects are excellent.